Shut up. On your dang horn. Just that be that Christmas thing, that New Year's resolution, not to be blowing when people turn it. Well, good Merry Christmas, whoever's on here. That's not choosing. Oh, here goes. Here y'all come. Hey, Sharky, I haven't seen you in a while. Merry Christmas. Who else is on here? Shelly Shell, I know you still not on your live stream. You've been on your live stream for like 3 hours. So how's your Christmas going so far, Sharky? Who else is on here that I need to acknowledge? Merry Christmas, Jameson. It's going good. Oh, that's good. If I don't acknowledge your name, it's because I'm driving, so, it's kind of hard to see the screen at the same time and drive. Hey, B, I can't see your name. S. Jameson Hammonds. You're a new subscriber. I've never seen your name, Jameson. Welcome to my channel. Well, I'm sitting here. Well, not sitting here. I'm driving, starting my Grubhub block for 2 hours. I'm not going to expect much activity today, considering that a lot of places are probably closed. Oh, you live by Stone Mountain? Where is Stone Mountain? Where's Stone Mountain you live at? I hope you ain't related to the Hammonds. That's okay. You live in which subdivision you live on? Don't say Water's Edge, because if you live next door to me, because the only person I know with Hammonds is my neighbors next door. So are you related to they live in Water's Edge? Behind the QT. Okay, I know where that's at. So you're not even that far from me. I live off of Rockbridge in 78. Okay. I live off of there. I live in Water's Edge. So you live probably, a mile from me? A mile and a half, the most? So welcome, neighbor. Yeah, I'm about to go right onto my spot and do Grubhub. I chose downtown Decatur, and so I changed my area because, I don't know, sometimes you need a change, And I was tired of going downtown Atlanta, and to be honest, Sandy Springs, oops, let me go on available for these. Hold on a second, I'll be back in a second. Gyro Pizza. You expect that to happen. You on Memorial Drive too? That's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you. Well, they must be starting to expand in terms of Grubhub, because Memorial Drive, it used to be that nasty seafood, Conch City Seafood, and what's the other one? Hey, Jeremy. It used to be what's the other one? That fast food Chinese place. Merry Christmas, Lynn. And all the rest of y'all that's on here, because it ain't gonna be too much. I know what's gonna happen today. Who knows? Hey, Dorian, I got your text message earlier too. Oh, you know, now I feel so bad for not going to South Carolina. I should have just took my chance and drove, even though this check engine light is on. But I just couldn't. I don't. First of all, I don't have any money to go anywhere, not even to get the gas to go to South Carolina and back. So I said I didn't go. Then I had to finish doing my TurboTax training for live ops. So we have to finish day 2. So I've been working on that half of the day. So, and I said I was gonna go. I guess I spoke to my mother. Called me. She said she thought I was coming, and I told her it was just too much to turn around quickly, especially since I have to do this certification for this live ops with TurboTax. And once tax season starts, I will be extremely busy, and hopefully I will it's not hopefully, I know I will pass. Well, there's nothing really to pass. You just have to finish training. So, and I pretty much understand TurboTax because I've used it for years, and my knowledge of the IRS for years is going to really help me. So I'm not going to really worry about if I'm not going to pass certification. I'm quite sure I will. It's just a matter of how many hours and commits they want you to do. But, I'm going to do as much as I can, and probably around the end of January, beginning of February, it's going to start to pick up, and then I'll be getting a lot of calls from home as TurboTax technical support specialist. Is this a new tax cut? Good idea. Hey, DeJoy, you on here too? Well, let me tell you, the tax cuts that they're speaking of in terms of an individual tax return is going to affect those who itemize, because they're supposed to double the standard deduction. So they're trying to eliminate a lot of deductions on the Schedule A, like mortgage points, state taxes that you pay, and if you're a teacher, you won't be able to deduct those expenses, which is only $250 if you pay for your own education and those other type of deductions, and then also the premium tax credit, for the Affordable Care Act. They're not supposed to. They claim they're not going to be funding it as much. So when I did the numbers, because there's a calculator that I came across, and you answer some questions, and according to my scenario, because everybody's scenario is different, because I itemize, and because I itemize, and I have a house, and I deduct my mortgage and the sales tax and other things that they are eliminating, and also student loan interest that you pay, my taxes is going to go up to 18, was it 18 or 28%, something like that. So that's what's going to affect people who's in that middle income range. So it's not going to affect those who simply have who take a standard deduction. If you take a standard deduction anyway, you don't itemize, you don't have a house to deduct interest, you don't have a whole lot of student loan interest that you paid throughout the year, and you're an employee who get those deductions for, say, uniforms, union dues, expenses that employers do not pay. or reimburse you back. You're able to deduct it. You won't able to deduct that. That's who it's going to mainly affect for now. So if you work for a company and you pay, say you a nurse, buy uniforms, you go to, you get it dry cleaned, you buy shoes, you know, things that's related to work, you won't be able to deduct those expenses. And then if you have Schedule A, now I'm not talking about Schedule C. That's a whole lot. That's different. Those are related to business expenses. So it's going to increase your taxes in terms of what you pay in the long run. But you know what? The same thing that this president implements is not law. Just the same way that when he finally get out of office and they could go back and reinstate a lot of those taxes, that's not going to be allowed for this year. But you have to wait. There's going to be a waiting period. So until you get a new administration, and hopefully next year when the midterm election comes, we are able to put some good politicians in office. I'm not going to say Republicans, Democrats, or anything, because a lot of people think that the Democratic Party, or even the Republican Party for that matter, cares about the everyday American people. That's why I said, if you're in this ride-sharing gig, independent contractors, you have to play the game. You have to, don't take this as, working these ride-sharing gigs as a way to make extra money and say, well, I want to make extra money so I can pay some bills. You need to step up your game. Hey, Fee, you had to step up your game and really have a plan in terms of how you're going to save on your taxes, especially when next year comes, But right now, it's what you've done last year. So it's going to cut some of those expenses. It's going to eliminate some of the things that most people were able to deduct. And you hear a lot of commentary saying this for the big corporations and everything else. It's always been for the big corporations. It's always been like that. So it's not nothing new. These tax shelters, tax write-offs, everything else is basically advantage to those who generate wealth. If you're a person who have your own business, whether it be real estate investing or your own consulting business or whatever the business you choose to do, those are the advantages it goes to. So if you're a person who works and you work, W-2, you working for somebody, that's who basically are trying to that's going to hurt the most. Working for an employee, getting a W-2 where they know taxes are paid throughout the year on your W-2. Now, if you self-employed, independent contractor, okay, you know what, people, y'all don't let people get, I'm going to stay right on this little spot because I only got 2 hours, so I'm not going to expect a whole lot of, look at that, Checkers closed, Chick-fil-A going to be closed. McDonald's the only one open, but that's if you do Uber Eats. So anyway, that's who's gonna be affected by all of this. Working class people who work for someone, wage earners, that's who's gonna get the most increase in their taxes. So if I were y'all, whatever your strengths are, whatever your desires are. I'm not saying, go full blown out with a business, but because everybody's not meant to be entrepreneurs. But if you're doing the ride sharing gigs, when you do YouTube, you got to pay money on that income you get from YouTube. $200 something. I didn't go, so I may not have to report that because I may not get the 1090. No, I'm gonna still report it. At all those, even if you don't get a 1099, if you get cash tips for working, and all those people who make those YouTube videos counting their tips every week online, and you just counting your money, and you don't report that to the IRS, let me tell you, they're gonna go back and they're gonna like, well, according to some videos, you didn't file those tips, and they go back every week. You sitting there counting tips. The IRS, if you can't just put 0 tips when you file those returns, and you're not including all your tips, then you're gonna get away with it. That ain't gonna happen. They're gonna just take the average tips that most people would make, and they will make an calculations based on that. They figure if people get an average clear in another land to build a brand new condos. They just tearing everything up around Atlanta and building anything that's 400,000 plus. But anyway, so based on my figures that I put in the calculator, when it came out, my tax is going to be increased. So it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt those who itemize on a Schedule A, meaning that you pay your mortgage and you deduct your mortgage from that, and everything else. So at this point, I just need to hurry up and pay my mortgage off as quickly as possible, and don't even look at that as something advantage for me to write off in the future. So, but as every year comes by, you pay down your mortgage anyway. So eventually, once you own your house outright, then I have to worry about deducting the interest on the mortgage because I have the house, and that will be it. So it doesn't affect me. Now, if you're a student and you pay all that money in the student loan interest every year, you don't get to deduct those student loan interest anymore. That sucks. Hey, see, how are you doing? So that's my viewpoint about it. It's just going to hurt the middle class or the middle income people more so than anybody else, as always. People who are working class people who work to try to get work a job, and then you're trying to work another job. Look at all these places that's closed. Closed. Longhorn Steakhouse closed. Well, everybody's at the Steak and Shake. Unless those employees who work there and that's their cars, but I doubt it. There ain't nothing open. I'm just going to go up to this thing, Boston Market. Boston Market is the only one that's supposed to be open for Christmas. And everything else is pretty much closed. So I'm just going to sit at the Boston Market. Merry Christmas, Alicia Velasquez. Only so I can see your name clearly because I'm directing my eyes. Oops, you have an offer to accept. Let me check this off. I'm back. Ooh, I got me an offer. Hey, I ain't meant for y'all to leave. Anyways, but yeah, I got me an offer for grub. That figures the places that's going to be open is going to be Chinese, sushi, Asian, or Indian. with the exception of maybe Boston Market and what else? That's it. But it's a pretty good payout at least what I saw. I didn't see it all the way completely, but I think it was like I want to say 14. I'll look when I get there. But I figured I have nothing else to do, so I said let me just do a couple of hours. Make me some money, and then I'll probably do Uber Eats, turn it on just to see. I know the only place to be open with Uber Eats is going to be that nasty ass McDonald's. Now look at this, build a brand new McDonald's. Amazing. Well, yeah, I'm working on Christmas. I figured I didn't go home for Christmas for Thanksgiving. Keep saying Thanksgiving. I didn't go to South Carolina for Christmas, and I know they're having a good time. I already spoke to my mother and grandmother, and they like, oh, I was waiting for your mother to come with the rest of the food, and I know they just cooking up a storm. Well, it's the same collard greens, sweet potato, custard. I told my grandmother, I said, you save me some, so I may go South Carolina. It may be next weekend. I think I told, I may go next weekend, but I'm gonna take the bus. I'm gonna look and see how much it costs to catch the bus, and I'm gonna go into I'm gonna take the bus to South Carolina. Hey Shark, I know you told me you were from South Carolina. I remember. So I'm taking the bus next when I go for Christmas for the New Year. I'm gonna see how much. Yeah, I think the bus will go to Charleston or Goose Creek, something like that. I'm gonna look and check. I'm gonna take the bus because I got 112,509 miles on this Kia. This engine light keeps coming on, but every time I take it back to the dealership, they had a recall on their Kias, and they telling me, oh, ain't nothing wrong with your engine. Everything checked out fine, but it keeps popping up. And then after that, it would disappear. But I know it could be the gas cap, but I already checked that, but I'm gonna check again and see what's going on, because I cannot afford to have nothing go wrong with this car. Oh Lord. But yep, that's how it goes. I guess the only people who's gonna be ordering food is probably the ones who's working in the they have to go to work at the hospital, and they'll probably order food. But if they cooked Christmas dinner, you would think that bring they would bring a plate to work. So, and for those who probably live alone, they're gonna probably or the ones who don't cook, they don't know how to cook or whatever, they'll probably order out. But well, if they just don't celebrate Christmas, there's a lot of people from other countries that Christmas is not they don't celebrate Christmas. So and Asian people, they always gonna be open every day. I don't know if that's because they just they just don't want to close, or they I don't know. I have some feelings about that. The only reason why I'm working and took the 2 hour block was because I figured I was gonna go out and about. Probably I was gonna go to the Cab Farmers Market and go at 9. So wait a minute, what time does this block go? 5, 7. Okay, so I still got time to go to the Cab Farmers Market and buy me some vegetables and probably some meat like chicken or something. Because this farmers market is open every day, 7 days a week, never close. But the reason why they never close because they have a lot of people, a lot of foreign people work there, and I guess since they don't celebrate Christmas, they're not Christian, they're not Jewish, so they're gonna be working. So those type of restaurants, Asian restaurants, Chinese, and Indian restaurants, they're gonna be open, and the usual pizza places, they're gonna be open because everybody don't cook. Everybody don't cook. Everybody don't have anybody to go home and bring plates to. So, and de jour, if you still on here, you still owe banana pudding. So don't think I forgot. You ate all my Thanksgiving and didn't even leave me any. So you better make that banana pudding that you promised. And I don't want no store-bought banana pudding. I don't want no fake banana pudding either. I don't want no pudding mixed with some cookies and put some banana slices. That's not banana pudding. I want it to actually be made from scratch, because come beginning of the year in January, I'm doing a total detox. I am doing a total detox. Matter of fact, I'm going to make me a series of videos of my weight loss journey. I have from January all the way till November of next year for my 50th birthday party. And my goal is to lose, I'm going to say 50 pounds. Dorian, not Dorian, it was de jour that owes me the banana pudding. Dorian's fine. Dorian, you are fine. Now, Dorian, if you know how to make banana pudding, and if you ever decide to come, then you can come and visit me one day in Atlanta. Then you can make me some too. Now, that's okay, Lynn. Oh, it ain't nobody out here. I mean, there's people driving, but I told y'all yesterday. Yesterday I did Amazon. Oops, let me make sure I don't pass it because I've never been to this sushi place before. They said turn left, then turn right. I did Amazon Flex yesterday. The first time they gave me an offer of $75. I turned it down because I was like, turn right, then turn left. Okay. This sushi place better be open because, I should have called. Because, a lot of these places tend to be, they don't turn off their app and then they'd be closed. So anyway, so I turned down Amazon Flex yesterday. It was $75. It was from 4:30 to 7:30, and I was like, And then I went to do Uber Eats. So Uber Eats was not busy around the house at all. So I rechecked the app again, Amazon Flex, and got an $82 block. I jumped at that block. I said, whoops. I said, let me go ahead and take that. And it was from 5:30. No, it was from 6 p.m. to 9. So when I got to the station, I had a cart. They had all these heavy-ass boxes on there and all these boxes. I told them, I said, I can't take all these boxes. So I took all the light boxes, and it was about 8. And I had to leave those big, bulky ones on the cart. And you could do that. I will make another video about that. Some tidbits when you do Amazon Flex. Just because if they give you a cart and there's loosed up boxes on the cart, you do not have to take every single cart in your car, especially if your car is already filled. They had people had boxes obscuring their view packed up in the back seat, in the trunk. I was like, I ain't doing all that. So I took about 6 or 8 boxes. I finished it within, put it this way, I would have been finished within an hour early. But one of the boxes took me, the last box took me way back to Vinings, which was basically way back to the almost, wait a minute, I am a turn right. Okay, let me follow this direction. I'll be back in a second, y'all, because it's going to make me mess up, and I'm going to miss the dang turn. Because according to this, it's supposed to be in this dang shopping center, and I don't see nothing open. It better be open, because I'm going to be pissed. Yep, here it is. Nova Sushi Bar and Asian Bistro. This must be new. I've never been here before. You know what? If this place is open and they taking orders, I could drop off this food because that person don't live that far. And then, if they got another Grubhub order, shoot, I could go to stay with one restaurant and deliver all the way back and forth. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and Merry Christmas, David. I ain't seen you in a while. All right. Let me get this, make this little bit of money. But, so, that's what happened with Amazon Flex. And I may still do Amazon Flex occasionally. You in Texas? What part of Texas? Houston? My sister lives in Texas. She lives in Houston. Ooh, shoot, it's freezing out here. All right, y'all, I'll be back. In Chicago. Oh, Chicago in the house. All right, y'all, let me go and get this food. Come tomorrow, I'm gonna see how many people's gonna be tired of eating. Okay. Let me go get this food real quick. I'll be back. Whew. Hey, I'm back. All right, picked up the order. Going to, what, 2 miles down the road, 2.3 miles, but of course, with Grubhub, they pay on the straight line method, but pretty much it's a straight line because I'm just going straight down Peachtree, going to deliver to someone that's $600,000 plus condos. Hey, Shelly Shell, I see you finally got off your live stream. I was like, ooh, I started my training for TurboTax and stuff, and I said, let me see what everybody's doing, and you was on there forever. I said, I wonder if you know, we got almost the same subscribers who watch our videos. I said, shoot, they're gonna have to jump off her video screen to watch mine. But anyways, just delivering this sushi. The sushi place I just left from, they gonna close at 10 o'clock. But, you know, my block is only 2 hours with Grubhub, so I don't know if they allowed you to work beyond your blocks, because I know when my block is over, it's like all of a sudden you don't get no offers. So I don't think they're allowing people to do that anymore. Just turn on the app and work when you want to. So I guess that's not an option anymore. They say you're not supposed to do it anyway. You're not supposed to work off the block unless they send out an email saying we need people, please log on. And you know, but other than that, when it's slow, that means they're not going to offer you any blocks. Well, they're not going to give you any offers, put it that way. And if you do take an offer, and it's slow and somebody else has a block, they'll turn around and take it and unassign it and reassign it to a person who is on the schedule. So you don't really want to do that with Grubhub. Now, you want to utilize let me go ahead and do Uber Eats, just turn on Uber Eats, turn on Uber Eats, turn on Uber Eats, and see what happens. But ain't nothing going on here either. God dang. All my little hot spots are closed. I guess I have to go back to that sushi place and see if anybody ordered from there. But I just had another guy. He walked in there and picked up. Yeah, I'm almost there. Look at this. Let me show y'all. This is Town Center, and it's like they got everything: apartments, restaurants, LA Fitness, Costco, Publix, everything. And I remember when they was building this place. But if I ever had to move out of a house, if I move out my house and decide to rent it, I would move in one of these type of communities. I really would. I'll go ahead and rent it, like a 1-bedroom, and rent my house and downsize. Because I really need to downsize, to be honest, but my mortgage is probably less than what people pay in rent to a lot of these places. And this is my favorite movie place, Cinebistro. Let me show y'all. Y'all see? Wait. You know what? Cinebistro, my favorite movie place that I go to. They expensive as hell, though. One time I took someone out, and we went to Cinebistro with two of us eating, drinking, and they don't serve no regular old crap. They serve like um, high end. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me be right back. The customers wanted me to call them when I get here. Thank goodness. That's what I like. They give a good tip, and they turn around and call them when you get here. Okay, let me call him. He told me to call when I get here so they could come meet me downstairs. That's what I like. They come downstairs, they get their food, and they tip. But anyway, let me talk about Cinebistro real quick. So Cinebistro, they have these leather. First of all, you choose your own seat. When you go there, you buy the ticket. You just can't sit down anywhere. You have to choose where you want to sit. You choose your seating, and then they have like these big, comfortable leather seats. And then you could eat, and they have a menu, and they be serving things like not steak. These real. When I go there one day, I'm gonna have to show y'all. They serve. They don't. They serve popcorn in a bowl, gourmet popcorn, like it ain't that cheap ass popcorn that be. They serve the popcorn in a big old bowl. They serve alcoholic beverages and drinks, very good drinks. They'll serve things like it's like I said, it's a bistro. It's like a high end menu. You just have to go online. Go to cinebistro.com, and then you could choose if it's in your city. I know it's in Atlanta. I know it's in Miami, and they'll serve it based on the region. So I know one time when I looked up Cinebistro, they have like seafood dishes, just nice. I just love it. But I think when I went there, I think it was like almost like 50 something bucks between with the eating and drinking, the movies. I guess that's not really bad when you think about it. Because when you go to a regular movie theater, they be wanting $12, $13, $15 for a big old drink and some popcorn and some nasty ass hot dogs, and they be wanting $15. But the same $15 that you get at a regular movie theater place, $15 would get you like prime, like a I don't want to say steak, but just gourmet stuff. But anyway, let me call this customer. I'll be back in a minute. Be back in a minute, y'all. Don't be going away. Back. Uh-oh. All right, y'all, I'm back. Successful drop-off. Didn't have to find parking, because let me tell you, some of these places, these gated communities or these townhomes, apartments, they're real strict in terms of people getting access into these apartments. And I wonder, if these people got cars themselves. I'm quite sure they got cars, but let me show you this pretty Christmas tree. It is so pretty. Look. Uh-oh. You know what? My Christmas, New Year's resolution going to be to get me a camera. A real camera. Oh, this thing, all the good places are closed. All right, I'm back. Yeah, that was a successful drop-off. Look at the sunlight. Man, y'all should see how the skies look. Oh, Uber driver.